I am Nikarasu with the Paparazzu, and for you, I have a new response video. A week ago, I bought and played Dispatch. I completed the whole season. I really enjoyed it, more than I thought I would. I mean, I usually enjoy these kinds of games, but still, I ended up enjoying this even more than I thought I would. Now, I have a separate video giving my thoughts on Dispatch, but as for this video, I'm going to be responding to Classic Command D's last short on Dispatch, specifically about Invisigal. How inherently the writing failed her and not us the players. Majority of the people in those comments of those shorts disagreed with him. I also disagree with his short. Now this is by no means an attack on Classic Man D. I really like the guy. I love his content. If you were to ask me who my top 5 favorite YouTubers are, Classic Man D would definitely be in there. And by no means has his short changed my opinion on him. Nor am I trying to change your opinion on him. Because at the end of the day, I still think he's a great content creator. In this short, he seems to argue in bad faith. It seemed like he made the short due to his despise towards Invisigal. Now granted, like everyone else, Classic Man D is allowed to have his own opinion. He's allowed to like or dislike whatever characters he wants. However, you should never use your own bias to make a bad faith argument. Now, before I get into it, please don't go harassing Classic Man D in any way, because that's just simply never good to do. And I personally don't think he deserves it. If you want to say something, then say it down below in the comments of this video.
This is about that time, and I swear, listening to the people who say if you don't get Invisigal to be good by the end of the game, you missed the point of Dispatch entirely, just kill me. I would think inherently in a decision-based game like this, there shouldn't be any right or wrong choices because it's based off of my opinion.
It's perfectly fine for you to make your own decision based on your own opinion, whether you view them as right or wrong. However, the narrative should decide that, whether what you did was right or wrong. If you did something right, then the narrative should treat it like you did do something right. If you did something wrong, the narrative should treat it like you did do something wrong. Like, if you choose not to support Invisigal, then it should be viewed as the wrong thing to do.
Decisions should shape whatever our story is. It shouldn't have inherent bias towards some character.
Okay, but what if we shape our story to be biased towards certain characters? Now, I won't lie or deny the fact that I was also biased in my playthrough in Dispatch. The main reason why I pursued Invisigal and how to become good was because I really like her as a character. Or like when I go and replay The Walking Dead, I usually side with Kenny because I like him. He's one of my favorite characters. I choose to side with him because I'm biased. Now there's no right or wrong answer because it's my opinion, right?
Say that Robert should just off-rip overwrite anything the Z-Team says just because of the fact that he's their boss is laughable to me. Point of redemption is to be accountable for your actions. Any workplace, anybody who would be a liability, no matter what the circumstances, would be cut. Especially when this game promotes you cutting people for less.
But that's a choice forced upon Robert by Blonde Blazer. It was her idea for someone to be cut. She even told the Z-Team that one of them would be cut before she even told Robert. Robert didn't have a choice in the matter. All he could choose was who would be cut, between Sonar and Coop. Also, Blonde Blazer does hold Invisigal accountable for what happened to Chase. She suspends Invisigal because of it. Blonde Blazer even tells Robert that he should consider cutting Invisigal because of the situation. Even Invisigal herself does take accountability for what she did. If you choose to defend her, she'll say that you shouldn't and that you should listen to the team and cut her. She even says that she doesn't deserve to be forgiven by anyone. Because of the bad stuff she's done, or the good stuff that she tries to do that end up leading to bad things. She takes responsibility for everything, so how is she not taking accountability?
Consequences and hard choices suck. That's why we have to make them. We became a team when they stood united in a civil fashion to understand that they needed to let go of a friend. And even Flambe, who's the biggest mess up on this whole team, has a better character arc that marks redemption because he vehemently hates Mecha Man. Has done the same measure of stupid villainous shit everybody else has done on this team. Even tries to murk Robert when he finds out who he really is. When they made a stand against him, he works out his issues and comes to terms with being better on his own. Came out mature from this situation because that's what teams do.
Ooh, you shouldn't have used Flambe. That just hurt your argument there. You yourself said that Flambe was the biggest mess up on the team. As I'm sure you know, Flambe starts a fire and straight up lies about it, just so he can put it out to make himself look heroic. When Robert reveals his secret identity to the team, Flambe tries to kill him. If it weren't for going stepping up and protecting Robert, Flambe would have murdered him. When he sees Robert after this, he punches him straight in the face and says that he would need to do that at least once a month to release his hatred for him. Which isn't exactly mature, by the way. He straight up attempts to murder Robert and assaults him, yet he doesn't face any consequences. Everything he's done is far worse than anything Invisigal has done in this game, so why does he get a pass? What makes the point even worse is that Flambe himself would disagree with it. Another thing that completely goes against your argument is that you yourself in your own gameplay decided to forgive Coop. It's completely fine with whatever choice you made, I don't have a problem with it. But if you're going to talk about how characters take accountability and face consequences for this action, this negates your point. It completely goes against your point. What Coop or Sonar do is a lot worse than anything Invisigal did, so why did they get a pass but Invisigal doesn't?
This game promotes that no matter what Vivzy does, if you give her any consequences, you are wrong. Any progress you could have in her redemption when you give her consequences is just negated by some new bad shit she's doing. It seems like any accountability that she does have is just a guilt trip. Modeling this behavior basically just tells you, hey, this ending is telling you that you need to just put your feelings off to the side to facilitate someone else's growth. And no matter what the bad things that they have done to you, no matter how heinous, you must forgive them. Then holding her accountable is now considered neglect. That mentor shit flies out the window when it comes down to the fact that you're actually trying to screw her. People will find any excuse to justify this behavior to give her that redemption, like, oh yeah, she was a bad person then, but she's not like that now.
Okay, now this point was here was something that I almost agreed on. The bit of making her face consequences was something I almost agreed on. But upon looking at the comment sections of that short and other videos relating to the ending of Dispatch with Invisigal, is that even if you give her consequences, she can still become good. I've seen many people say that you can cut Invisigal and she'll still turn good. From the research I've done, aside from making choices to support her, you also gotta do good with her in the dispatches. So aside from choices, it also depends on how well you do with her in the dispatches. Honestly, the fact that you have to work for it and earn that good ending with Invisigal makes the game even better in my opinion. Honestly, I thought making 2 out of 3 good decisions with Invisigal supporting her would get you that good ending. I didn't realize I had to do more than that, and the fact that I earned that ending without even knowing. I guess I can say I'm so good at this game that I didn't even realize how good I was.
On top of that, she wasn't there to be redeemed, she still was a spy. Vivzy's arc should have concluded with her becoming a hero in spite of the consequences, because redemption and trust is earned, not given. If she chooses villainy in spite of everything she's experienced, then that's her choice.
But she did earn it. Despite being suspended, she still went away to help the Z team protect the city. Helped protect and save innocent people. Even after that, she once again helps the Z team and all the other heroes fight against the Red Rain. She could have let Mavola die here, but she chose to save her. She continues helping the Z team and all the other heroes against Shroud, which is not part of his plan. If you get the bad ending, she kills Shroud, but if you get the good ending, then Vizzy will take the bullet for Robert. In both cases, she ends up saving his life. So despite helping out all the other heroes and saving Robert's life, she hasn't earned trust or redemption? What more does she have to do in order to earn that trust and that redemption? And again, she can't become good if you make her face consequences. In order to redeem someone, you have to support them and have an impact on them. They need guidance. If you don't support her and get that bad ending, then that's on you, not on her. Courtney becoming good or bad all depends on your choices. And not just that, but also on how well you do on the dispatches. This is indeed where it's on the player and not the writing. Now that's about all I had to say in this video. If you have any thoughts, let me know what they are down below in the comments, and please do not harass Classic Man D. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you're new to my channel, feel free to check out my other videos, shorts, posts, and subscribe if you haven't already.